Yo, what's going on, world? This your boy Najee from Cigar Talk, and today I got a very special guest, man. Listen, y'all saw the legendary Tank interview we dropped about 2 weeks ago, so it's only right I had to come holler at my man, Coach Calvin.
What's up, baby?
What's up, my brother? How are you, man?
I'm great. Just being here in front of the Cigar Talk.
You know what I'm saying? We here first, and I got to shout out Richie Baby, because Richie Baby helped put this.
Guy,
Yeah, he helped put this together.
Man, nobody don't know Richie Bay, yo. He's on our team. I'm putting it out there so everybody, man. He a good dude.
Yeah.
He called me whatever you happen, make it happen.
Right, nah, for sure.
And that's called bringing us together. You know what I'm saying? It's a mission we on.
And you always I see you doing that in a bunch of different ways. You know what I'm saying? Kind of bringing people together and teams together. Obviously, you got one of the biggest teams in the sport of boxing, GTD.
Yeah, that's where that word loyalty came together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We trying to get, and you can see it. You got certain people get it. You know, when I look at Rick Ross and their moves they make, you know what I'm saying? But I said I got to get the little guys. Right. So when they get on that level, and then when they see us coming, they say, yo, we've been watching y'all.
We've seen this, right.
So we're going to let y'all in. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about, us coming together, putting our minds together, because enough is enough. Yeah. I'm just, enough is enough. Let's make us great.
You right. So hold up, because obviously y'all got the big fight with Frank coming up.
Love it.
About 2 weeks from now. And Tank been off for a year, but he looked like he came out looking like.
I got a statement that I'm trying to show the world when they talk about ring rust.
Yeah.
Not such and such. They don't understand Tank is built for this. You know what I'm saying? And no offense to Martin. Martin is here for a reason. Yeah. He's here for a reason. I know you can't sleep on him. You got a great team. Not sleeping on him. And in my mind, Martin is here to be that guy, hopefully, that can bring the best out of Tank. Right. So do you believe that? Because everybody say, like, we haven't seen the best of Tank, just based on, like, for real. Like, only me and I believe 3 other coaches that really know Tank. Yeah. That's seen when Tank get to that point.
But what point? Like, what you mean?
I can't tell y'all that.
We just got to see what's going on.
We got to see what's going on. And Martin, African-American, came from Detroit. Yep. Tank always teased him, he ain't that guy. Yeah. I don't know his struggle. But I see his brothers. That's right, I pay attention to you, brother. I pay attention to everything. That's why I'm that G. But he have an opportunity. His Lord has him in this position to spark. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But I understand our mission with Gervonta. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's on a mission. And that's why they say, Martin, it's not your fault. You're not in the way.
Right.
You're not in the way. It's not you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I know you're there for a reason. Right.
I mean, I think one of the things I thought was interesting, there's always narratives that kind of come around Tank. And I mentioned it to him in our interview. And it's funny because I looked at you when I said this, you kind of gave me the face a little bit. Because people say, yo, Tank ain't been fighting no black fighters. I know you heard that, and I'm sure you don't like it. But when you hear that, like, where you feel like that comes from? Or like, what do you think, is there something different that y'all got to do now that it's a black fighter, or it's the same program?
It's not even that. If they go look at all the great fighters, it's the same format. If you look at it, them things was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Shakur now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. You look at Lomachenko, he fought a few black guys. But if you look at the black guys that he fought, you get what I'm saying? So, again, Martin is in our circle. He squeezed through the cracks because he wasn't part of the Big Four. Right. Right. So everybody forget about the Big Four.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like when they sit there, Cal, why do you want to fight Pitbull? We made a star out of him. He was nobody.
Sure did.
You know what I'm saying? Sure I got the saying, the same way I brought you in this world,
I'm going to take you out.
I'm going to take you out.
Yeah.
You know, so.
My mom used to tell me that.
And he's doing it. Pitt doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, now when he won, everybody, oh, that's a good rematch.
Right. Right.
Come on. But that's the fans for you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get that from them because that's the way they feel. Fans can be on your side 1 minute, and
next time, yeah, you're right.
So
you're right.
I just sit there and say, in the words of Gervonta Tank Davis, you support him, he fights for you. That's just been our saying from day one.
How do you feel just in terms of having to out-coach Derek James, right? Because you got a really good coach on the other side that's kind of coming up with game plans.
For years.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
We ain't. No, let me explain something about coaches. Coaches are not enemies. We know we just like fighters. We have that competitive sport.
Yep.
The difference between me and James, I raised mine from scratch. That's the difference. That's why I have the respect that I have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I raised him from scratch. And James know that. He see the philosophy that we coming with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He know what he got to stand in front of. You know what I'm saying? It's a challenge for him too. You know? I hate beating up on another. I say wounded coach because of his trials and tribulations that he's going through mentally. You know, I know how that feels.
Sure.
You know, I want James at his best. You know what I'm saying? Right now he's going through it because of the fighters.
Yep.
In the situation that he was, but that's my guy. And it's not the thing of it is like we playing chess. It is like we playing checkers. We're competing with our guys.
Yeah.
We're competing, you know. But my guy, he's built tough. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And James did a great job with him.
How do you avoid those types of things, right? Because obviously, and again, nobody knows the particulars, or even if it's true. Nobody spoke on it between him and Errol. They talk about money issues and things like that. I think they've been together since the beginning, I think.
Yeah, they've been together for a while. His dad brought it to him. They had a great relationship, and they did great things together.
How do you avoid stuff like that with Tank? Because I always feel like when money comes in, sometimes things change.
Man, Tank is a different situation. You know, Tank is his own man, and one thing about me, I let him be his own man.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, when he need me, I'm there for him.
Right.
It's bigger than the money. I don't let the money get, because I tell him in a minute, I can walk away from this shit. My shit's still gonna be all right. I built shit.
Right.
Ain't nobody bought boxing to me. And people know that. You know what I'm saying? I do it because of love of, how would I sit there and say, the passion that I have for seeing a young kid come to me. And I got a lot of them coming behind.
Right.
And Tank know it.
We gonna get to them. We got Truck, we got a couple of them.
And I don't get into that, but Tank is that guy because the relationship my son and him had.
Yeah.
And my son said something to me, stay in his boy's life. And I don't know what my son said to him because he stayed on my hip. Now I'm on his hip.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Right. And we have our good moments, we have our bad moments, but we love each other. True love. You know what I'm saying? He get on me because I'm trying to bring the best out of him. You know what I'm saying? And then when he sit back and look at me, he start laughing, right? Yeah. And then when he do things, I sit there and say, Dad, I can't get mad because that shit I used to do.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So again, they learn an experience for both of us. But guess what? At the end of the day, look where we are at.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the difference? Because obviously, when I think of Tank, is you and Coach Kenny, right? Like I've been seeing y'all together. What's the difference? Like, what roles do y'all play? Like, how do y'all both kind of manage this? Uncle, so you Pops and he Uncle? That's how? Okay.
You get mad with Pop, you know how that Uncle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we do that all the time. He'll tell Kenny, you know how that nigga is. He's just as crazy as you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he get mad at Uncle.
Right. And they come to you and like,
and that's a good thing, but guess what? It stays inside the family. We protect the brain at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We don't let nothing come out, you know. And that's how it should be with family business.
Yes.
With family business stay inside the family. When stuff going out and people littering, you know, giving out information to other teams and crews and stuff, wait a minute, you breaking the crew. What happens inside the family stays inside the family.
That's a fact.
You know, and everybody feels that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So certain things you can't do, certain things you can't say. I don't care how mad you is, because brothers get mad with sisters get mad with sisters, you know what I'm saying? Mothers get mad with the kids, you know what I'm saying? But family business they wear at home.
Right, absolutely. So tell me about, because I seen, you know, Adrian Broner's been training with you. Rest in peace, Coach Mike Stafford, man. Mike was a great brother.
Story about Mike.
Yeah, tell me that, man.
Mike has been a true fan. That's why I said that. Say everybody don't know the stories about coaches. The way Tank got to meet Broner is through Mike Stafford.
Okay.
Mike always was my ear. He always called me, give me little information and stuff. You know, me and other coaches that I grew up with, was raised up with, was going through it. And he always told Tank, never step away from your day one. He always told him that. And he always called me and told me to keep my eyes on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was a true fan. But when he called me and told me what he's seeing, and when I took Tank, because Tank was in you talking about Floyd and Broner.
Yeah.
Floyd was before Tank's time.
Yeah, for sure.
Floyd was that guy.
Yeah.
But Broner was really that guy for that era.
And he's seeing that, like,
you understand? So when Tank got a chance to be around Broner, and Broner loved him.
Right.
Smashed him, didn't want to let him go. I say that from my documentary. But, you know, when we brought Tank to Mike told Broner, man, that kid is connected. He got to go back.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Tank was boo-hooing. We couldn't find him. We was trying to find him and shit.
Right.
And they was trying to Broner was trying to hide him and shit because he fell in love with him, man.
I seen Broner say that in the interview. He was like, man, I had Tank with me. We was going outside the club, but then we trained in the morning. And
like, tears come from my eyes the way Tank is being a big brother and Broner is being Tank.
Right.
And Broner, when me and Tank go at it, Broner stepped in as the big brother. And I sit back and look and say, thank you, Mike.
Wow.
Because it's a relationship.
Yeah.
And we're just enjoying it. We're having fun. And Broner, I just want to be quiet. Just got to see when he gets you that oh,
all right, Coach, listen, man.
Oh, man.
You know the one thing, and I told AB this, I said, bro, you better let them hands go, my nigga. You better let them hands go. Stop playing with it.
Coach Kenny and Broner go at it all the time.
Yeah.
And I can see it in Broner's face like he's at home. He's comfortable.
Right.
He feel good. He said to me, and he watched my little youngins going to work. He said, I'm around some real killers again. and I said, bro, I got a whole bunch of them. He said, yeah, because I see, nigga, you crazy.
Right.
He said, you strictly that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And we just enjoying it, man. So right now, he's in a good space. I try to let him know that, look, don't worry about what happened in the past.
Yeah.
You still here. And most guys ain't here. You still getting opportunities. So you have a plan. A plan is placed for you. You just gotta just make it through whatever demons that you're going through.
Yeah.
Put it aside and run with it. And I'm seeing it, man. I'm seeing it. He texts me at night sometimes, and I just look at him and smile, put a smile on his face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's making me feel good and giving me the energy, and I'm looking at my man. And the other day, me and Tank was coaching against each other.
What you mean? Oh, like in sparring? Had sparring?
We had fun, and everybody looking at us, let's like joking and playing, right? And Broner was in there with one of my babies from our gym. And Broner said, yo, this nigga tough. I said, he's an Upton baby.
You're right. Oh, yeah. So he wanted to, yeah.
He sit there saying, Broner was working out, and my little man said, they said, yo, I'm staying back with Broner and train with Broner. And Broner was in there. He said, you made him? I said, no, he said he wanted to stay with you. And Broner looked at him like, he said, yo, y'all niggas really, y'all the truth.
Right.
You know, so you in a happy space, good energy, man.
Yeah.
Anything is possible.
Yeah. Nah, that feels like a good fit, just, you know.
It feels like a great fit, trust me.
Yeah. How is, I mean, with him and Tank, are they like, is Tank, you know, because like you said, Broner was big bro. Obviously, Tank is the guy now in that position. How
Tank
is his...
respect elders.
Yeah.
If you listen to what he talk about them, he never disrespect him and Broner. They brothers.
Yeah.
They go at it and whatnot, but he never disrespect Broner. He cares about Broner a lot. He want to see Broner to win.
Right.
You hear him in his interviews, like people write him off. You know what I'm saying? Tank, he's there for him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He got on me the other night. Stop being nice to him. I said, nigga. I said, nigga. Yeah. I treat him the same way I treat you. I'm gonna let y'all understand. I let y'all see your own downfall. So when I sit there and say, see, I could talk on it then.
Right.
And then they'll look at
now
it. Now
they respect it, like, yeah.
You know, because I grew up that way. And the best experience is going through what you have to go through to make you who you're going to become. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep looking at stuff that's bad is bad. No, it's good. Yeah. When bad shit happen, it's good because you shine a light on it. God said, first it was what? Darkness. Yeah. He said when he shined light on it, everything was what? Good. Listen to what I'm saying. Yeah. So bad is not bad. Good. I mean, bad is not bad in that form. That's what they got us thinking. Yeah. You go through these things to actually make you recognize, like, I'm not gonna let that happen again. Right. You know. Tell me about when. So, because speaking of like bad, like when Tank had to do his little stint, right? He had to go sit down for a little bit, and I talked to him about that. And one of the things he told me I thought was interesting in the interview we did. He said there was a guy inside named Dana that he said Dana
was the guy that just kept me. He was like, every time I got, you know, in my bag and I'm about to go hit somebody, some shit going on, Dana was like Coach Calvin to me. He said that was my Coach Calvin.
He was that guy, and all of us have that guy around us. In any situation we go in. That's how Mike was with me.
Do you know him? Cause he said
no, I don't know Dana.
Yeah, okay. He said he was like that's Coach. He was like that's how I look at Coach Calvin like that.
Because we're reflections of each other.
Yeah.
You know, Tank heard the stories of how I was in. You know what I'm saying? And he see that, and Dana was that guy. Like, hold on, man, let me go holler at youngin because he cared. You know what I'm saying? That's a real old head.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna help him because this is where I'm at right now.
Right.
And Tank ain't gonna never forget that. Because he helped him through a period of his life where he was at his most vulnerable. And that means a lot. When a person can get with you when you like down and helps you through the pitfalls and what's going on and keep you at it, what you call it, as a nigga, you just passing through. You just a traveler.
Right.
You in and out.
Right.
And then the same thing happened to me.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. Hold on. All right. So how was? Because I know you did a real bid before. You did a 10-piece from what I did my research. I want to get into that too, but this last one, you had to do a little joint that came up. How was it? Because now that you, from what I understand, you Calvin now, right? You Coach Calvin. So when you went in there, how was the energy though?
When I went in there, because of the work I had been doing in the city of Baltimore, jokers recognized, bro. They said, yo, they trying to take our coach away from us. And one of the kids that was actually with me, he thought I was a CI. He said,
he's a paperwork. He's like, let me see that paperwork.
The officers was treating me so different. Like, yo, he don't supposed to be in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Because this nigga, he like the mayor of the city. You know what I'm saying? And when I was there, I was like this. And I was kind of messed up because I'm saying, yo, I did everything I tried not to do to not end up back in here. I didn't do nothing. I'm in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then when I sit down and I had a moment, you get moments. You sitting down and you looking and seeing what's going on, because when I first went in, I was just going through it and I'm trying to get my thoughts together of why I'm here, what happened, what I do. And I couldn't figure it out because they said I did it here. I said, when I come here, I'm working. I'm gym, Walmart, home.
Right.
So I said, I'm not running around. And then when I found out what it was, I said, it's a money grab. I get it, and it's bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm still fighting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm still fighting it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when I had that moment of sitting down, and when I went into one of the open units, they asked me for my paperwork. I said, nigga, I ain't got no paperwork.
Right.
I'm a fugitive. You ain't got no paperwork. I'm just sitting here waiting for the marshals to come get me and take me where I'm going at. And so what happened, one of the old G's seen me and said, nah, don't fuck with him. He's one of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then you got different factions, Muslims, Jays, you got different groups in there. And I'm like, I ain't used to this. You know what I mean? It's something different there. You know what I'm saying?
It's different than when you was.
Right. Yeah. So again, when I went in there, I'm saying what's going on, you know, and I'm saying old guys is getting like ran over the youngins. And I'm like looking like, nah. I said, yo, y'all only doing $100 a week for commissary. We fighting over $100.
Right.
And then when I started talking, most of the youngins knew who I was. They listened. And I said, yo, let me explain something to you. Sometimes you don't know who these motherfuckers that you're sitting in here with. They could be killers, this, that.
Yeah.
Put the bag on you while you in it.
Yeah.
I said, y'all got to be mindful of that. And I said, then the dudes is in charge putting them up to that. I said, yo, come on. I said, it should be some type of charity. When jokers come in, everybody put in. If I gave you this and you go to the store, you put back. And we ain't got to have this. This is where I was taught.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I said, niggas is not right, don't supposed to be in the unit.
Right.
That's what y'all supposed to focus on. You know what I'm saying? We want men around us.
Yeah.
And then jokers listening to me, and they like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
It
start coming together. It start coming together, you know? And I mean, I met some serious dudes in there. I mean, serious dudes in there. Rappers that, you know, was doing their thing.
Yep.
And I sit back and said, listen, I'm here for, I'm a traveling passion dude, but it's a message must be given, you know? And I got like 12 or 15 of them. I'm waiting to get out their situations so when I get home that I can show them, because my whole goal is, my Lord don't want me to just do what I'm doing in the gym. He want me to come outside the gym and deal with the youngers that's in the hood. Yeah. And so happened, I got to see, I call them my West Baltimore hooligans. You get what I'm saying? And we did a day for me and Kenny. They was giving tribute to get the street sign. And they came in the gym. Everybody said, yo, all the thugs coming in here. I said, no, they my little youngins right there.
Right.
And they was real peaceful. Like, Coach, we just came and give you some props.
Show some love, right.
And I appreciate that because it gives me a stamp still in the street to help my youngins. Because the goal is, can I change one of that mindset to actually start doing some good stuff so when they see one doing it, the rest gonna fall in place like we was just talking.
Yeah.
How they controlling us.
Absolutely.
And that's the message that we had to start doing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I brought up Rick Ross and their crew. They chapping into it. But them folks ain't trying to let them in, so they gotta find ways of getting
creative
in.
ways.
So, but I see it is a person that's thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, when you look at the whole story of what's really going on, it's bigger than what's really going on.
Right.
You know
Hold up. So was it when you was inside that, the first time you did the long stretch, was that the time that boxing really came to you in the way that you were like, I want to?
Basically, because my friend, he runs West Baltimore, Warren Borden. He runs the Mac Lewis gym. Okay. That's the gym over East Side. That's the gym that actually got most African-American coaches in Baltimore to be where they at. You know what I'm saying? Because of Mr. Mac, God rest his soul. And he was stern, Mr. Mac. And Warren raised me. You know what I'm saying? Him and my uncle, Chris Burroughs, And Reggie Gross, he's doing life. You know what I'm saying? We still take care of him, we still talk to him, That was my motivation to really give my life to boxing because I used to kickbox. You know what I'm saying? And Warren, Reggie, Guy, all of them was real fighters. They was real fighters, you know what I'm saying? But they say, this little nigga can fight. Yeah. I tell the nigga, I stab you, I kick you, I'm gonna do whatever it takes. It's gonna happen because that's the way we was brought up back in the days. You couldn't just pull out a joint. You had to know how to let your hands go. So again, when I got around Reggie was watching me on the bed. He said, "Damn, nigga, you can go." He said, "You should box me." I said, "Reggie, when I get home, be old as shit." And look where I'm doing. Right. So I said, God he's great in his mastermind of what he do.
So what was the transition like? All right, so you got out, you got this plan, you fucking boxing's in you now.
Well, it wasn't even the boxing. I came home trying to make that transition of not going back in the streets because I had so many more connects. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knew it because I hung around. I was that guy that can get in any space.
Oh, so they knew like you was.
They knew what was up. Yeah. But my Lord let me stay grounded into my faith. And I met this woman that she was a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to just do the right things. For some reason, I wanted to do the right things, and it was so easy for me to get back into the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because of the resources I had. Yeah. But then when I sit there and thought about it, she said, "You gonna go to the streets." That's what sparked it. Right. I said, "Baby, how you gonna tell me what I'm gonna do?" And I stayed focused, and I was working at Phillips Food. And I had a moment where I was taking the trash out. I was a dishwasher. Yeah. I was taking the trash out. And I said, yo, what the hell I'm doing? I used to come out here and spend millions of dollars up in here. Yeah. And I happened to walk back in the restaurant. And the girl said, I read your resume. I heard you was a baker. My life changed. Damn.
Wow. Well, I heard, speaking of Phillips, I heard that there was times, because Tanks talked about his past, his troubled past and being around so did he work there? Like I heard he slept there a couple nights and shit like that.
When I worked at the restaurant, and as I came to head baker at Phillips Food for their commissary and stuff, an incident happened at one of that manufacturing that we got a bigger manufacturing. And so happened me and the owner got tight. We got tight. And the story was, I went to the owner. We were sitting down talking. He said, "Man, everybody, all my, they white guys." He said, "That's all they do is talk about you." He said, "What makes you so different?" I said, "You're no different from me." He said, "Why you say that?" I said, "You get your crab meat from overseas, bring it back here and put a cut on it and put it in the supermarkets. What's the difference?" And he loved that story. Right. And I used to thought he was Italian. He was Italian, but I thought he was in the mafia because the way how he dressed, the way how he carried. So it was the energy was just, And he used to always say, "Cal, come up to the office and let's kick it." So he used to like to hear my stories. Right. I used to like hearing his story and how he made it to being a millionaire. Yeah. And so, that energy of being around that person, he was feeding me. And the most important thing that made the company so successful is he listened to me, and I said, "Yo, be kind to your people, because your people is the one that's putting the work out for you." And that's what made the company. And when he passed away, his wife took the money out of the company, and I said, it's time for me to go because the company got to survive.
Yeah.
And when I left the company, a lot of people said, listen, yo, it ain't the same like it was. And I just took everything that I knew from the streets, from Phillips, and boxing.
Right, right. And man, made this, right?
You know, right. And it's so much more. It's just so much more. We ain't even done. We ain't even get the dirt from under my fingernails yet because Tank is coming into himself.
I agree. I mean, when was the first time that you felt like you knew that Tank was like, all right, I got something. Like this is it.
No, let me explain something to you. Tank was the first one in the gym, the last one out the gym. My son, the one that made him stick beside me, seen it first. He was the first one to see it. And he used to sit at the table because I had another kid named Ramon Manning. He liked to play with them guns. You know what I'm saying? And when I lost him, I was hurt because that was my first time losing a fighter that you put so much into. Your national champion, you see it, what you're giving him is growing.
Yeah.
And Tank used to sit on the ring like this and watch me train him every day.
How old is he at this point?
He was like 7, 8.
Okay.
And my son and us used to sit at the dinner table. And that's all my son used to do is tell me stories about him because the goal was we took older kids to be mentors with the little kids.
Yeah.
And my son and Tank, they was bosom buddies. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of stuff that I was giving my son was giving it to Tank. So it was a perfect fit.
Yeah.
You see that tightness again.
Right.
It stayed right beside the family. So Tank was like the family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when we was doing something, I said, Tank, I left Phillips, remember, I said, Tank, my money running out. And he just looked at me and said, believe in me, coach. Believe. That's what did it.
When he said that,
It's still.
Damn.
I don't hear Tank as the day. I hear Tank as that little boy. And my mentor. Believe in me, coach. And he came in the gym one day and he said, Coach, I seen it. I said, what you seen? I had all the belts on me. He said, I'm gonna be that dude. The rest is history.
Damn. I got goosebumps low key. That's kind of crazy.
It's real.
Damn. All right, so one of the things about Tank obviously is that devastating power, right? Like he could box, you know, he got skills, but that's to me what separates him from everybody else is that his power is
when
just.
He was little.
That's what I'm saying. Is his power like that as a kid
though? When he was little, I used to call them Mercedes and BMW smashed together. You know, they was the two hottest cars.
Yeah.
And I sit there and say, and his power was always generated there. But he just liked it. He used to beat people up, beat the guys up in the ring. I said, yo, you could have knocked them out. It's like, bing, bing, bing. Oh, I'm gonna let you off the hook. I'm gonna beat you up over here. And ready, see you ready to fade again. No, I'm gonna beat you up over here.
Right.
And then one day he was fighting against this Russian. And you know, them Russians, they strong.
Yeah.
And he hit this Russian, boom! Looked at his hands and said, wow. But he actually seen it one time. Me and Kenny was at a tournament, and I'm telling Tank what to do. And Tank come back to the corner. He said, yo, you did everything Coach Calvin told you to do. Ball your fists up and really hit him.
Yeah.
And we really seen it like, damn, he can really hurt niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when Tank was little, I used to say, Tank, man, stop going out on the street hitting niggas in their mouth for your boys. They need to be doing that, not you.
Yeah.
And Tank was famous. Now he'll walk up to a nigga, bam!
Right.
Right in his mouth.
Right.
You don't know him, see kids
doing that, yeah.
You know, so that little things that he was doing when he was little, you know, it's like, yo, this nigga.
Nah, he really.
Yeah, he really that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And boxing truly did save him. It gave both of us something. You know, like when they said, you saved Tank. No, we saved each other. This saved us. It gave us what we would have been doing if we didn't have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now we're doing something that's wholesome. That energy.
What was the moment in the pro game for you where you felt like y'all arrived in the pro game? Is it, I don't know if it was just a specific match, but not necessarily the amateurs and that, but I'll tell you for me, like one of the things I felt like was, I think, it might have been Barrios. I mean, I obviously knew he was good before that, but it was Barrios, and I think that's when Floyd came over and said, yo, on the unofficial, you're losing. And he was mad, like, what you mean? How? What you mean?
On the unofficial card.
Yeah, or they said on the unofficial scorecard, you lose.
It's something Floyd was doing mentally.
Yes, but that's the thing is the fact that he elevated at that moment. He took that and did not see him go to the next gear in that round when Floyd
Tank
said
does that all the time, but I know when I see this to Tank, it's the unofficial card. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at it. That was the first time I ever seen Tank second guess himself in that particular fight, because it was a different type of fight.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why. I'm going at 140, and I'm fighting my most biggest guy I ever fought.
Yep. And he's long, power.
Lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
But that was a lesson for us. Don't second guess yourself. Tank, that's why I say y'all haven't seen the true essence of him yet.
Right.
You know, and is Martin that guy to bring that true essence of him? Because everybody else I see, there's only two guys that I keep to myself that I keep my eyes on, really keep my eyes on. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you got to have that attitude.
Yeah.
The rest of them don't have that attitude. They think they have that attitude.
I ain't gonna lie, Coach. One of them got to be Shakur, because that's the one that's a 50-50 fight. I feel like that's the only one that's
let me explain something
y'all,
to you.
those are two guard-level fighters.
Let me explain something. Shakur is a master boxer.
Yes.
True indeed. I know the kid. He was raised up with us, but he's a kid to us. You understand what I'm saying? But he's going to get his just due.
Yeah.
He just have to focus on his just due. And again, have you seen Shakur really been tested yet?
No.
His man, Terrence Crawford said his biggest, hardest fight is who?
It's going to be Tank. I think so, too. I told him that, too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do I think Shakur is going to be Tank's hardest fight? No.
It's funny, they both say, when I say that to both, when I said that to Tank and the thing, he said, hell no. I say, what you, and I said that to Shakur, I said, Tank, he said, no, hell no.
Both of them should feel that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But when it really happened, we're going to really see it.
Yeah.
It's just like when they talk about Devin's situation.
Right.
You know, it's levels. And I understand Bill did a great job with his son, got him where he needed to get him at, but it's levels.
Yeah. I
understand what he was trying. I need to get the Tank before something go wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so happened it went wrong, but the way it went wrong.
Right. Hold up. So do you think, because this is one of the things that I said, I felt like I wasn't sure about, the fight, because, they came in, they said the Asterine that Ryan got tested, positive and blah, blah, blah. I personally felt like styles make fights, and it felt like he probably would have lost anyway based on the style that they fought. That's what it looked like to me.
Ron
when you looked at it,
out with that same hook.
Right, forever.
That didn't change. The story made the hook different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Devin just got handed that night. You know what I'm saying? So fortunately that they got something in the system, and I'm like this. It's bad for boxing. It's bad if Ron knowingly did it.
Yeah.
They could have rubbed that shit on him.
Yeah.
We don't know. Somebody could have put it in his food. You have to be careful in this game. This game is
dirty, yeah.
It's and then like I said, and I said it in another podcast, everybody was betting on Devin. Everybody was betting on Devin. And when that happened, and then the tape got leaked, and we seen the tape, we already knew, like, oh, that ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it really made, and then the performance that Ryan put on Devin, it's like, God damn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
For sure. Well, what did you think about, I guess, Bill Haney's coaching? Because I seen y'all two go at it, through the pass, and y'all kind of had your little whatever.
I'm not going to comment on it.
Okay.
It might still be a potential fight there.
Yeah, as I said, I know they was, that was one of the fights that people were trying to set up, between.
Oh, they won it, but you got to go to the bargaining table with some chips.
Right.
The fight was based on I need chips.
Did they ever send you an offer, though? Because Bill was saying he sent y'all an offer for $20 million. That's what he said.
Listen to this. Ron got paid 30. You want to send an offer to Tank for 20? Do that make sense to you?
Right.
Do that make sense? So if Ron got paid 30,
yeah,
you want to send an offer to him for 20. How much you think Tank got?
Right.
Don't make sense.
Right.
So all that was just like saying that the offer they sent to Shakur, if you really want to fight him, but they lowballed him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like when Martin ready to fight Shakur and they give him an offer, and Martin said, they said, bang, then we give him an offer. He said, oh, fuck that, I'm going with that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So guys, stop playing games with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I told Paul Williams when he wanted to fight Margarita, I said, yo, tell Margarita you don't want to light a minor. Just let you get in the ring with him. Rest was history. That's a real fighter.
Right.
If you truly say you can beat, nigga, I'll fight you for this.
Right.
And stand on that, go do your thing.
So you think a fighter should be take less for the opportunity?
If you the man, if he the man, and you want that fight that bad because you truly believe,
yeah.
Nigga, give me $1,000. Just get me in the ring with you. That'll shut all that shit up.
Yeah. Do you think Devin versus Tank is still a fight that could happen?
It could be. That's why I said what I say.
Yeah.
You know, all the potential fights or good fights that people still can see, because that's how we didn't get to see. You know, sometimes we look at the media and we sit there and say, yo, dream fight.
Yeah.
Because them fights didn't happen. So they still can be potentials because they still are all boxing. You know what I'm saying? Who
you think is the harder fight between Shakur and Devin for Tank?
None of them.
You the same whatever?
None of them. I wouldn't say hard. Shakur, he's the better boxer. That's why I always make this. He would make the fight boring just to win.
Right. Yeah, I think you would too.
Dude, I want to put Youngin in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't make sense. Because fans come to see what? A fight. Let's go look at Shakur's last fight.
Yeah.
Everything was just 100. It was 100.
But he said he was hurt. He was like, yo, I hurt my hand.
Okay,
cool,
you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
That's cool. We just waiting for his next fight to see how his performance looked that fight.
Right. So is this mostly economics? Like when the economics line up?
I'm saying, you know, Tank was hurt.
Against Pitbull.
It was a exciting fight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a close fight.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And you hear me today, like, nigga, we need to fight that nigga again.
Right.
Right or wrong?
Yeah, facts.
You don't hear me saying nothing else. Everybody, oh man, why you want to fight football? I got beat up about that.
Right.
I just said, let me be quiet.
Right.
Pitbull went, oh man, he should be fighting. I was like, damn.
Yeah, maybe on your head with that.
You know what I'm saying? So again, you know, the only way he would get out of that, Shakur, if he rematched the guy that he didn't fight, had a good night with, the stocks go back up again. And that's what it's really based on. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody have a bad night. Anybody can have a bad night, you know. But again, like I said, that fight is going to happen. It's just how Bob and us want it to happen.
Right.
Makes sense? Because that's Bob's shit right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Bob see fit, like, no, we're going to do this over here. And if you look at it, if you really pay attention to it, everybody doing their own thing on their own side.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they said that this is his last fight on the contract. Is it a situation like you got to come over here in order to get the fight, or is it like?
That's up to Shakur now. I don't know how their team will handle what you call it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I heard rumors that he said, as I'm getting guaranteed to come over here, I get a chance to fight Tank. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that situation pans out. You know what I'm saying? But again, if you got dust in your pocket, somebody gonna give you some real money to put in your pocket, you better go with that real money.
I like that.
No, I'm telling you the truth. I have a friend that just went to it that we helped raise. And they asked me a question. I said, yo, is this dust in your pocket? Go with that people that's gonna give you some real money.
Right.
Because that's an opportunity. Opportunities only come around once in a million.
Yeah.
You know, so when you get one, you gotta take advantage of it.
Nah, for sure. Listen, I wanna talk real quick about the stuff that you're doing for the kids in Baltimore, man, because you know, like you said, you one of the OGs out there, and one of the things that was important to me was to donate to the bus that you built. You know what I'm saying?
I really did, because everybody don't understand. I've been working on this project for a while, you know what I'm saying? And I still gotta live. I'm not gonna put on Tank, you know what I'm saying? Because there's other big projects that we are working on that's bigger than that. But this bus mean a lot to me, because that's how Tank, Truck, Malik, and all, we travel a lot. And now our gym is bigger. I got like 80 to 150 kids in there. And we go places.
Right.
And I don't like leaving the kids alone because they can't go. And I want to take everybody.
Right.
You know, to keep that unity together. So the plan is to get this bus. And I can't tell y'all my whole plan out, because I want y'all to walk with me with this journey. I got I got 4K people that's with me. I'm going to take everything down on my page and get them to strive with me, you know what I'm saying, so they can see this journey when I get this bus.
Yeah.
The plan is I'm going to oh man, y'all gonna see it. When y'all see this, you're gonna see this. Yo, I had something to do with that.
Yeah.
And when you see the whole process of what I'm really ready to do with this bus with the kids, y'all gonna have something to really, how would I say, you gonna see kids really grow, because it's not just the boxing aspect. I am taking what y'all do with some kids. I'm showing avenues where I'm training kids what happens inside of sports in different ways to bring it together. So when they sit there and say, yo, how you get to do what you do? Coach Calvin had a vision and just chose me. And he chose me like he was training me to do something to be a part of this.
Right.
And like our documentary that we're working on, we have Talib. Talib is Tank's cameraman.
Okay.
And he been with us for years. And when you look at Strap Season and all the videos that he put up, that little kid started off with a phone.
And just kept building it in.
And then he got his own stuff. And,
wow.
you know, and they calling him. And he got like 30, 40 cameramen. You know what I'm saying? And I said, yo, you have to make that work, because you the guy now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And hopefully when we finish putting all this stuff together and doing what we're doing and whatnot, you're gonna be like, yo, you're gonna be so happy that you was the one that actually helped me make this thing come true.
And I love that, man. Make sure y'all donate. I'm gonna make sure I put the link in the bio. Anything you could send over for, you know, for these kids.
It's very important. It's very important. Y'all don't know how important it is, because I learned with Tank, Truck, and Malik, when I kept them on the road, experiencing new things, seeing new things, learning new things. It's not about the boxing, y'all. It's just taking kids and spending time with them where they can't. I talk about them 4 hours. It's 4 hours. We come to the gym from 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 9. But the 4 hours, from that period of time when them kids are in the gym, they're not in the streets.
Right.
Them 4 hours, of that 24 hours, I took to keep them doing something. Then, with this bus, that's more hours I'm going to gain, because now I'm taking all of them with me to go places with me. And we travel. You know, you can hear stories about me jumping in my car. I don't know how many cars me and Kenny and us ran through, going from Baltimore to Kansas City.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Going from Baltimore to D.C., Baltimore to Philly, Baltimore to New York, Baltimore to whatever.
Yeah.
We just went, and I got 2 coaches, Steve and Hunt. My God.
Right.
They still running it. And they look at me and say, Coach, why y'all just laughing? Because I see me and y'all.
Right.
That's what it's all about. Tank Singh Hunt and Steve, he said, y'all running the amateurs, yo. I'm paying attention. And they felt good. Tank watching us.
Right. Right.
Tank watching us. And it's making them run more. They call him and say, yo, you see that one we got with such and such with the amateurs? I said, y'all doing it. And it makes me feel good while I'm doing it.
Yeah. Just make it all worth it. Yeah, tell me, Kat, how did you, I was reading, they said that you, the character in The Wire, Cuddy, was based off of you. How did that come about? Like, how did that even?
Well, a friend, I call him a friend because he came to me and said, man, I was trying to lock you up forever. And I just couldn't catch your ass. He said, man, I see you home doing some good things with the kids. I want to take your story and blend it into what we was doing. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I told you, Warren, that's running East Baltimore, Mr. Mac Lewis, they was investigating us.
Yeah.
So all he did was took the characters and flipped them. You know what I'm saying? We was most of the niggas getting money. Then you had the Murder Incorporated crew, so he took it and flipped each other characters around. Get what I'm saying? And called it The Wire, of what he was doing when he was investigating us.
Right.
And a lot of it had truth in it, and a lot of it was built from the story. But you know, when people watched it that know the truth, they was like, damn, this nigga on the money.
Did you like it? Like, when you seen it, how did you feel?
I enjoyed the street parts, the boxing part, the school part. But when they start getting into the politics, it threw me off. But the politics stuff came out, because if you look at what happened to our mayors and some of the stuff, the riot that happened, that was because of that.
Right.
When you go back, you remember the Wire came out before the riots.
Yeah.
So the city was already in that type of turmoil. going through what they was going through with the policemen, with the politicians. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was, and every major city go through that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, it's all about the mighty dollar. You know what I'm saying? Trying to survive.
Yeah.
Trying to it's like, man, they getting this much money coming through here? Hold up. I got to get some of this.
Right.
And that's what it was all about. You know what I'm saying? So when they start getting into it, but when you sit back and look at it now, and he was writing a story, he was actually telling us what was going to be what's going on, truthfully, that we don't really pay attention. Like when you sit there and look at the politicians and the politics of Baltimore,
right,
and all the stuff that
how really it's affected them,
right, and it did,
yeah.
Because when you see that ride jumped off, and that went like crazy,
right,
and then when you see what's going on with the mayors and the trouble that certain people getting in, like I was just on the phone with a friend of mine, and we was talking about the district attorney.
Mm-hmm.
They trying to ridicule her.
Yeah, I see that.
I went to jail. And I didn't understand why she wasn't prosecuting low crimes. But when I went in to see it, I said, yo, that's why she doing it, because it's a fucking racket. And she trying to put it out there.
Yeah.
That focus on the big shit, not this little stuff, because you got guys sitting in jail. They took all the Bell's bombs away.
Oh, so they just sitting.
They just sitting there, and then they got this rule that you get your bail through them.
Yeah.
So now when I sit back and look at it, I said, damn, it's a money grab again. Because if you're sitting there longer than 30 days, the state paying for you. Right. So that's their way of getting their funding for the system. Right. Then when I sit there and say, what else they getting funded? The medication that they're giving these kids. Another way. The phone calls that they're getting. The commissaries that they're getting. That's a fucking business right there. Why would I fuck that up? So now we got an individual that's trying to do right for our people, messing up the system. You gotta go. So it's bigger than that. When you start looking at stuff, it's something else going on over here, but they don't want us to pay attention to what's going on over there. They want us to pay attention to what they want us to pay attention to. Yeah. It's like when Tank got in trouble. Brett Favre got into some trouble. Oh, I seen it. Yeah, same. Right. But everything was focused on Tank. That's that smoke and mirror shit. You know what I'm saying? But we don't pay attention. They always, they say, look what's in this hand, but it's really something in this hand. Right. You know, so when you sit back and look at things, man, like we have to start speaking up. We had to get back to like our ancestors was doing when we was coming up, that made us who we were, to give us that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we got some kids out there, man. They very gifted, but they're losing the true essence of what we really should be doing. Do you feel? How do you feel? Because outside looking in, it feels like I could see Tank maturing, right? Just getting more comfortable with himself. Even in press conferences now, he a little more himself. He a little more. He feels different to me now than before. Like when they did the, usually the coaches get to say something. I was happy I had to say nothing, because guess what? I was watching my youngin work. Right, and he was working. Floyd was in my mind, like how would he have to be professional? And then I'm saying to myself, Floyd, man, look at him now. Yeah. I was saying that, you know what I'm saying? And just watching him work, coming into his own self, being in his own element, boxing is going to be okay. His job is to carry it as far as where he supposed to carry it until that next one comes. Yeah. How do you take last? Because we gonna get ready to wrap up. I know you gotta go, but how do you take it when like when Tank and Floyd, you know, they always going back and forth. That's big bro, little bro, but they go back and forth. The old and the new. Yeah. And it's always the clashes of the gods. No matter what time period. It's always. But at the end of the day, they see. And sometimes, you know, Tank know, because he know Floyd. You know, but Floyd does what he do to might be able to spark something again, to get him to react from it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's his way of doing what he do. And when I see it, I sit back and laugh, because I'm in the middle watching it. Yeah. It's like you watching it. You know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And you hearing both sides and you saying it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's there for a reason, to elevate each other in their ways. You feel me? I feel you. Lastly, tell me Tank's journey to Islam. I seen him, Abdul Wahid, he did a Shahada. He told me a part of it, he said, well, one is he said he did fast during Ramadan. Yes, he did. You know what I'm saying? Amazing. Yeah. Tell me that, like just seeing Tank's journey spiritually, right? Like him stepping into his spiritual aspect, like what is that? Basically, he was coming in tune with self. That's what spirituality does. You know what I'm saying? Bring you closer to your Lord. You know, he's been around Christianity because he wanted to get baptized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw him say that in the video.
I'm Muslim, I've been Muslim for years. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I don't do is the Almighty make Muslim. You're a Muslim. He created you. The trees are Muslim. Everybody don't understand until you start understanding the philosophy of it. What does it mean? You know what I'm saying? So when Tank decided to become Muslim, that was on his own accord, not me, not nobody coercing him. He just chose to do that.
Yeah.
Remind me of another prophet that was searching for. He said the moon was his God, the sun was his God, because it was like that back then. You know what I'm saying? And we're trying to find that belief to bring us some type of peace that we're fighting with inside of us. You know what I'm saying? And when I looked at it, I was praying, but then when he was fasting for the month of Ramadan, asking questions, it was different. You know, he put the picture up. When he put the picture, he said, "Dang, Tank, look, little is all outdoors." You know what I'm saying? I was pleased.
Right.
Because he was doing it right time, because most guys, they don't do certain things. You know what I'm saying? They don't work out in the month of Ramadan. They don't, you know, certain things. But he was still doing it and still doing what he was supposed to be doing as a Muslim. And I was like happy. And I was just telling him, you know, take your time. Let's establish the prayer first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Let's work on the 5 bases of belief of Islam. That's what I need you to focus on.
Yeah.
Everything else is going to come. I say the first thing that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam brought to Islam is read. You know, study, because once you read it, you got to hold on to it, man, because you actually got some knowledge brought to you. And that's with anything in life. When knowledge come to you, somebody tell you something, you'll look at it. If it means something, you'll get rid of it. If it doesn't mean something, it'll stick to you. You know? So with him doing that and watching him, you know what I'm saying, he understands that we're going to go back to our maker one day. So whatever lane you choose, that's the lane that you choose. You know what I'm saying? You must be accountable for it.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, he goes through his ups and his downs and whatnot. We only human, you know. But the main thing is acknowledge that somebody is bigger than us out here.
Do you think that changes him as a fighter?
Nah, because we had fighters all through any religions.
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Actually, it makes it worse.
You
get what I'm saying? Because how would I sit there say? He needed that for him to keep him calm. That's why we call him him. That's why we don't call him Tank sometimes. We don't call him one. We call him him.
Yeah.
Because what's going on with him, we all go through it. That him inside of us, it can turn into real crazy. So something has to be there to actually keep it stable.
Yeah.
To keep it stable so it don't get out of control.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's good. So again, and you listen, you see the energy.
Yeah. I seen it. Yeah, for sure.
You felt the energy.
He got the energy, for sure.
You felt the energy because something inside of him that he have to keep control of. And it's the same way, like when people say, yo, your style of training. If you ever been around me when I'm training, you be like, oh my God, I see why he's like that.
Right. Well, now listen, yo, Coach, I appreciate your time, brother.
You, man.
Thank you, man. Listen, good luck, Jerry. Well, excuse me, I said January. June 15th, we right around the corner. We right here. I'm going to definitely be over there. I can't wait for this.
I can't wait.
Because Frank told me, he said, listen, I ain't coming to fuck around. I don't care about tanks. I don't care about being tank. I don't care about none of that. I'm not coming to fuck around.
That's why I say he's here for a reason.
Yeah.
Shakur wanted to fight him first, remember?
Yeah.
But he said, the money better over here.
Nah, super dope episode of Cigar Talk. My man, Coach Calvin Ford. We out of here.
Peace.